car, the famous Seth Edwards has put these business lights in order. Folks, that's just funny. I love you, Seth. You're the best.
For as long as I can remember, video has always captivated me. When I was a kid, I had this old Polaroid digital camera that I took with me absolutely everywhere. At first, I never really took any videos with it because I thought it didn't have a microphone, and who wants to watch silent videos, am I right? But I had only ever played them back on the camera itself, which, come to find out, did have a microphone, just not a speaker. So of course, once I figured that out, I could not put the camera down.
Hi, and welcome to Rock Out News! We are traveling up the mountains because it's a 3-day weekend. For me, not Dad, but yeah, we're traveling up the mountains. And we're going to Lake Arrowhead. We're going to Yosemite, which that's going to be fun. But what's not going to be fun is waiting in the car the whole time.
I think our Yosemite vacation in 2011 was the first time I ever turned the camera around and made vlogs. I distinctly remember this trip because it was the first time I had ever felt inspired to pursue something. I remember walking alongside these other hikers who were on their way to conquer Half Dome, and as an ambitious 11-year-old, I wanted to go with them.
Next time when we come back, I said that I want to hike Half Dome, and it's true. We were hiking right next to the people who were going to Half Dome. I felt like I was part of the crowd, and that I wanted to be going to Half Dome with all of those guys.
That trip was more than just an introduction to what you could do with a digital camera. It gave me the belief that anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it and work hard to achieve it. And that's a mindset that I still keep to this day. I think the next defining moment in my film career came as inspiration from the one and only Bear Grylls. During the summer of 2012, I spent about a week with my cousins up near Seattle, where we spent countless hours watching Man vs. Wild. We were all so inspired by Bear Grylls that we decided to create our own spin-off show called Kid vs. Wild, where we ran around their neighbor's backyard pretending to be wilderness survivalists.
It's really tough surviving in the wild, even as kids. Go, 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 go! That's my fault!
Now, I gotta be honest, I may not have learned a lot in the survival department from these videos, but looking back, something I did learn here is the impact that film can have on someone, no matter how old or young. 2012 was not just the year of our Man vs. Wild obsession, however, it was also the year where I got my first iPod Touch. I may have grown up with a computer in the household, but a lot has changed since cream-colored plastics and giant monitors. With an advancement in hardware came even more sophisticated software, and in 2013 I came across a number of video-related apps that really opened the door to post-production for me. One that many from my generation will probably relate to is called Action Movie Effects. This app allowed me to blow up my sister or drop wrecking balls on my dad in the middle of my house. They definitely never looked realistic, even when I tried really hard, but it was a ton of fun to mess around with, no doubt. There was another app called Slow Pro. With this app, I was able to slow down my best friend jumping a bike into his pool, or give myself super speed from a magical energy drink. There was one app, however, that really captivated me though as an amateur, and that was Movie Pro. It basically combined production and post in one seamless process by allowing you to record a video and make cuts in real time by pausing the recording and starting it again later, which was something I had always wanted to figure out how to do. Even as a kid, the technology available was what pushed me to dive even deeper to discover all the possibilities offered by video.
Hi, it's me and Seth, and we're playing Lego Marvel.
Hello, welcome back to Jared's Pokemon Sapphire walkthrough, part 7.5 or something.
Now, the next phase of my life was a fun one.
Oh, please don't do that.
With the second half of 2013 in full swing, so was my obsession with video games. This was the first time I really got introduced to computer and mobile games and began playing with friends. While games like Minecraft and Clash of Clans did occupy a lot of my time, I didn't let my passion for video fade away with it. In fact, the two actually merged quite well together. My iPod Touch became the go-to camera for capturing all of the funny gaming moments with my friends, and let me tell you, there were a lot.
Alright, hey guys, we're doing some hide and seek, and you don't know who I am. I'm just... Anyway, you do the intro.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
What's going on, ATL?
my chunks were not loading.
Why are you killing Ethan? This is the worst survival game we've ever played.
Oh, I found you. You're right there. Oh no! I just blew up.
Not too long after this, one of my friends figured out how to jailbreak his iPad, and after jailbreaking my own iPod Touch, I downloaded my first screen recorder, and with that, gaming videos came flooding in.
Alright, this is just a little test of recording multiplayer, so let's see what happens.
Now, while the iPod Touch 4th generation served its purpose as a great introductory mobile device for me, it soon came time for an upgrade. In 2014, after saving up $300 of allowance and birthday money, I purchased the 5th gen iPod Touch, on which I downloaded the iMovie editing app, and shortly after that, I decided to start my very first YouTube channel.
How's it going, guys? I'm Acid Explosion. This is technically my first video.
The channel was born in the second half of my 8th grade year and was active for nearly 3 years. I had so much fun just recording videos that I wanted to take it up a notch. If I was going to put my videos on the internet and attempt to imitate all these YouTubers I was watching, I wanted them to be good.
What's up, guys? Acid Explosion here, and thank you for watching this video today, bringing you an entirely new series that I think you guys will totally enjoy. Let's play Clash of Clans Episode 1.
Now, the process of making these videos, I think is actually more entertaining than the videos themselves. I distinctly remember sitting at my desk, my iPod in hand, plugged into this speaker that was placed in front of our family iPad, which was resting on a book, so there was space for the speaker underneath, and all of which was sitting on top of my desk. I got the video from a screen recorder on my iPod, but the audio came from videos I recorded on the iPad. And the reason I had to do it this way is because when I put the screen recordings into the iMovie app, it deleted the audio and I was left with silence. So, I think it's safe to say that this process challenged me, and it was how I got my first skills as a beginner editor. It also goes to show just how capable I was of using what I had at my disposal to achieve my desired outcome. All things considered, the channel did quite well. I had no complaints using the iMovie app, as it was plenty capable for a beginner like myself, and it taught me the basics of what I love to do today. Making these videos was definitely a fun experience, and putting them on YouTube was quite rewarding as well, seeing a few videos even reach over 1,000 views to this day. What surprises me is that the gaming videos lasted as long as they did. For about 2 years, I had multiple videos going out every week, which is impressive for someone so young. Although fun for a while, I eventually felt like I was missing out on so much that life had to offer by sitting around playing video games all the time.
I'm going to attempt the flip. This is a side flip. I won't do a back flip. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's at 30%. It needs to be up. The battery's too low to flip.
In 2015, while I was still gaming, my cousin Adam got me interested in drones. He had the Parrot AR drone, which to my limited knowledge was super advanced. It was big, hard to control, and pretty scary cool. But I was intrigued. The first drone I ever got was a mini drone with limited stability and a cheap camera. It was definitely a toy, but it introduced me to the mechanics of flying and how cool it was to see the world from a heightened perspective. But then, it was time for the real deal. The next year, one of my friends got his hands on the DJI Phantom 3 Standard. One night, my dad and I walked up the street to go check it out, and after watching that thing go up 100 feet in the air, seeing the sunset over the ocean in its full glory, I knew I had to have one. At the age of 15, I still didn't have a job, so buying a $500 drone was no simple task. But being the determined teenager I was, I found a way. My dad offered me $10 an hour to help clean out the office buildings at his work so they could replace the carpet, and after 2 weeks of hard work and 39 hours, I had earned enough to buy my own Phantom as well as the 6th generation iPod Touch in order to fly it. Getting this drone was perhaps the largest turning point in my film career. Not only did it give me access to some really cool videos, but it was also the reason I got my first computer editing software. With all of the silent videos I was getting from the Phantom, they were eating up space with no enjoyable way or reason to ever watch them again. So I thought to myself, if I could compile all the raw footage into one video and set it to music, it would be much more entertaining to watch, and I could save space by deleting the original videos after the fact. I was so in love with this idea that I spent hours making each video as I learned how to use the program and began to develop my own editing style. While I may have only started out with drone edits, this new editing software showed me that making videos was my true passion in life, and that if I wanted to grow in the art, I needed to try a little bit of everything. From there, things transitioned pretty dramatically. From gaming videos to drone edits and even my first few vlogs, I felt that I had overstayed my welcome on my first YouTube channel. So I felt like I needed a fresh start. In 2017, I launched my brand new channel, Sethward1114. Now I had a blank slate I can fill up with whatever my heart desired, and that is exactly what I did.
Goal for today is to see how freaking far that I can fly this thing.
What's going on, guys? Sethward here, day 2 in Seattle, Washington. Today, Blake full on just bought Neapolitan ice cream instead of vanilla.
Oh man, you gotta have that room there,
So
What a noob!
In 2018, during my junior year of high school, I took a video production class where I got to experience a whole new world of film. We learned about the basic types of shots, as well as some basic editing terminology, and even learned how to write a script. To this day, I am still thankful for this class because it pushed me in an entirely new direction and showed me that I still had much to learn. After nearly a year without any vlogs, I started to miss it. My video production class had inspired me to work harder to improve my skills, but I also wanted the freedom to do so without a class structure. As a result, I came up with a brilliant idea to make weekly vlogs about my life.
what's going on, guys? Sethward here, and thus begins today's weekly vlog. That is right.
The weekly vlogs began with one simple idea: work hard to improve my skills by making at least one video every week. It was never about the number of views or the type of content I was putting out, but it was all about my love for making videos and the improvement that I strived for. These vlogs provided me with content each week to work and grow with, and I did so by utilizing the tools I already had at my disposal. When I started, the best camera I had was an iPod Touch, and my best editing software was far from perfect, but I wasn't going to let that stop me from pursuing what I loved. Over the 2-year course of these videos, I not only experienced growth in my skills with cinematography and editing, but I also experienced a tremendous amount of growth as an individual. Being an introvert, it was more than a challenge for me to overcome the fear of filming myself in front of others, and it was a big step out of my comfort zone to do so around my peers. However, the entire process taught me that I was loved for who I was, not who I thought others wanted me to be.
What's up, Seth? Hey. How you doing?
Good.
You having fun?
Did you manage? Yes, yes, sir. How's everybody doing?
Subscribe to this guy. It's really cool.
Like and subscribe and turn on that notification bell.
Shout out to Sethward 1114.
During my senior year, I also began to understand the importance of community. As my friend Alex says,
Do more things, like we should diversify and also like have more people in it, because people are what make the vlog doesn't make the person.
thank you, Alex. Very wise words indeed. Well, I think that about sums up the last 13 years of my life. From my first Polaroid digital camera to my Premiere Pro editing software I'm using today, I've come a long way in discovering the importance of film in my life and how it has challenged and changed me as an individual. Even now, while I don't have the best equipment nor am the most creative person, I use what I have at my disposal to express my creative identity through film, and that's a story I want to keep on telling. My only hope is that I continue to grow in my skills as I push toward my goal of working in the professional film industry. If there is one thing I can pass on to you today, it is the advice to never give up on something you love and never compare yourself to others. Look to others as inspiration, but never as a minimum level you must meet, because chances are you're already better in your own way. Never forget who you are. Your videos right now, whether 720p or 4K Ultra HD, will always be your videos telling your story, and that is something to be proud of. With all that said, my name is Seth Edwards, and this has been the story of my creative identity. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay positive, everyone.